Are you guys ready for some comedy tonight? Awesome. First up on stage, you can do some time. Make some awesome noise because you guys can see this guy on the Smitty and D show on KDHR Radio. He's absolutely hilarious. It's his first time doing stand-up comedy. So give it up for Daryl Williams! Woo!
Little tall. All right, guys. Yes, this is my first time, so watch out. There might get some blood over here.
Woo!
But yeah, I was gonna say I am the co-host of the Smitty and D show. I have been doing it on a radio show for a little bit. I normally don't talk to anybody, so talking to people in front, I mean, it can be a little balmy. But I mean, I do normally have a co-host, so he's always there to laugh at me. But hopefully, you guys will laugh too. Let's see. Let's get into some movie stuff. Have you guys seen The Dark Knight? I know it's a little controversial right now. I saw The Dark Knight Rises just a few days ago, and what I like to kind of imagine, because it is a long movie, it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes, but during the fight scenes, it was kind of cool for me because I like to kind of close my eyes and picture what it would sound like for like a blind person. And it pretty much sounds like Batman is fighting TV's Mr. Belvedere. This Bane sounds exactly like Mr. Belvedere. It's basically like, as the fight scenes are going on, I'm thinking to myself like, streaks on the Toronto, never met before. And it's just like, oh my gosh, this guy, like, what kind of choice? I mean, I'm glad to see Christopher Hewitt, like, getting another role besides Belvedere. I mean, some people say it's Tom Hardy, but I say it's Tom Hardy as Christopher Hewitt. And, I mean, I like it. I mean, I definitely thought, like, going in, he was going to be all about, like, roar, roar, roar. He was going to, like, almost try to top Christian Bale. He was going to top, like, the, "Are you here right now?" And then he was going to, obviously, I thought in my head, go, "Yeah, are you here right here?" And I'm going to think, no, that wasn't his choice. His choice was to go, "No, Master Wesley, how are you doing right now? I'm going to break your back." And you're thinking to yourself, like, that is a choice, and I'm glad he chose it. But other than that, I mean, who else is looking forward to the new, what is it? James Bond, something like, what is it? What is the newest James Bond film?
It's called something weird.
Something weird, like this golden spy who fucks Octopussy, part 3 or something like that. I think it's called like Skyfall or something. So they're like straight up going straight to like nursery rhymes. They're like, what worked 5 years ago? Chicken Little? Yeah, let's do that. Have James Bond just figure out like, who's gonna take over the sky? Oh, it's just something out there. It's just something out there, and it's probably a Russian. He's definitely taken over. But what I like is that the newest James Bond has something that no other James Bond has had. He's switching drinks. You guys heard him? He's no longer drinking martinis. He's drinking Heineken. Yeah, I know. Sweet. That's awesome. Now, I was going to say, like, he is going to be fighting a evil frat boy. I think that's the next villain. It's going to be a guy that looks like me. I could definitely play that guy. He's going to be, like, kind of a nice little goatee, no head hair, because no Bond villain can have head hair. It's like, in order to be a villain, you have to be bald and have facial hair. If you see a guy that has a full head of hair and no facial hair, bam, good guy. But I mean, I like to see that, like, he's going to definitely be a guy that is going to have a scene where he goes up to the bartender and says, "Let me have a drink." And then that bartender is going to go, "Would you like it in a beer bowl? Or would you like a shotgun out of this cake can?" And he's gonna probably say, I will take the shotgun. But, I mean, other than that, I mean, who has a cell phone out here? There you go, I saw one. It was pretty much telling me to get the fuck off the stage. But other than that, I mean, I love cell phones. I mean, it's definitely a you know, type of hit or miss type of thing. Like, once you get it, you're like, oh, come on, oh my God, it's like fucking crack. I need this cell phone, and I can't have it, can't even leave my house with it without it being on my side. And I just don't like all the cryptic apps that there are. I mean, I pretty much spent 3 days thinking that Instagram was a weed delivery app. And I pretty much just took a picture. Like, the first picture I took was basically me holding a bong with an empty bowl with $50 in my hand, just going. And I thought to myself, what's going on? And this weed delivery guy is bogus. It's taken me 3 days to get something. And finally, I got an angry email or a / phone call from my mother, basically saying, hey, what am I supposed to tell your little sister with you holding a bong in your hand and pointing it to the camera saying, hey, what's up? How's it going? And I basically just told her, like, hey, she's the one that told me Instagram was a weed delivery service. So, I mean, hit her up. But, I mean, I definitely like Instagram. I mean, it definitely makes you think to yourself, wow, I'd like to take all of these crazy digital cameras and make them into 70s shitty Polaroids. That's awesome. But, yeah, I guess, other than that, thank you for dealing with this first performance. I'll give it a show. Perform first.